So, just starting out at Blue Archive, and you want to know how many students should I have? Which one should I focus? Etc. And should I go to focus on meta and all that kind of stuff. So, here's what I'm going to teach you. In Blue Archive, when you go campaign, basically everything you're gonna do in the game is there. You have missions, you have bounty, commissions, scrimmage, total assault, joint fire and drill, and tactical challenge. Basic missions and bounty are basically the same thing. So you're gonna enter a mission and then you're gonna build one or two or three teams depending on how many teams the mission allows you to use. And so here we go. Let's start here. So we can build up to 4 squads, but in this case we can only use 2. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to formation. I'm gonna start a completely new team, so just you can see how it works. Let's clean this out. Okay, so let's go for the first team. When I'm playing a mission, I want to know which elements the enemy has, like if he's wearing light armor, heavy armor, special armor, so I can counter it. For example, if the enemy is wearing light armor, I'm gonna use explosive attack type because they are weak, and I'm not gonna use special because they resist to special. I'm not gonna use piercing. Sorry, I'm not gonna use piercing because light resists to piercing. So here are the enemies of this mission. They are all okay. They are light and they are heavy. So I'm going to have to build 2 teams. One team strong against light armor and one team strong against heavy armor. So the first team I'm gonna build is the one strong against light armor. So how is the formation? It's 1 tank and the rest is whatever you want. And the tank doesn't really matter. As you can see, Tsubaki here, she has piercing attack, so she would be strong against heavy enemies. But since she's a tank, she doesn't really have much attack. She's not gonna make that much of a difference. Her main role is just take damage and make sure that everyone else doesn't take damage and survive. So it doesn't matter. For the tank, it doesn't matter what kind of attribute they have. So I'm going to choose Tsubaki here for the first team, and as I'm going to build the first team focusing on light enemies, so I'm going to choose Shun, I'm going to choose Hina, and I'm going to choose Seth. Okay, so I basically got 1 tank and 3 damage dealers, but I could also get someone to like Akane to decrease the defense of the enemy, so I can do more damage. But since this is a simple mission, whatever, fuck. And we're gonna choose now the special units. The special units, they don't like appear in the map, they just work like from support from behind. So basically every time you go to the mission, what you want to do is grab a healer. You don't know if your team's gonna get damaged, so grab a healer so nobody dies. And then you can pick like someone like Kotama, she buffs your party, or you can get someone like Hibiki, who is gonna do more damage. So here's my my explosive team that is strong against light armor. And now I'm gonna build the other team. So the same thing, choose a tank. This time it's gonna be Hoshino, and we're gonna choose now attackers with piercing attack, with which is this how can I say, yellow bar right here. You can see the ones with the red bar, they are special. The ones, they are explosive, and the ones with the blue bar are mystic. So I want everyone to be piercing. So I'm going to choose Yori, I'm going to choose Monomi, I'm going to choose Maki, and I'm going to choose Shadow. Oh, okay. It's cool, alright. And it's the same thing. I'm gonna pick a healer right here, and I'm going to pick someone to help. So in this case, I'm gonna use Karin because she's a damage dealer. And there we go. These are the both teams I'm gonna use for this mission. Here's something you should consider when playing PvE, player versus environment, is that the enemies, they don't have an attack attribute. They are all normal. All normal. It's like 99% of the time they are gonna be normal. Even the enemies at Total Assault, which is the rage in this game. So it doesn't matter what kind of defense you pick. Like Tsubaki here, she is special defense, so she would be weak against Mystic. But since the enemy doesn't have any attack type, it doesn't matter. As long as your defender is tough, it's gonna tank pretty well. So this is basically it. You want 1 to 3 things, so 1 to 3 tanks. As you can see, there are a lot of tanks in this game. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tanks. So you can basically, if you pick 2 tanks, that's already enough. If you pull 2 tanks, that's already enough. But 3 is ideal because some missions you're gonna have to deploy 3 teams, and the rest you just pick whatever you want. During PvP, it doesn't really matter the character, it doesn't really matter what you can do, it doesn't really matter meta. All it matters is if they are damage dealers, buffers, debuffers, and their attack type. In this case, they are all explosive, like I said. So this is it. I'm going to back out from this mission because I don't want to do it. And I'm going to explain some other stuff. During bounties, it's almost the same thing as doing the mission, but you have the academy buff. So when you join a bounty, oh, I can join one. And when you join a bounty, if the students are from these academies, like Gehenna, and you like place 3 students for Gehenna, you're gonna have like something around 150 percent plus damage. So this is all about bounties. Commissions, they are hard stages. They're gonna have like many levels, and they're basically to farm. Fuck, I'm not gonna explain that. But you need a certain composition of teams to complete these missions. Like here on the mission 9, I used this team. That is a team focused on doing AoE damage and killing many enemies at the same time. And during this other one, you're gonna you want to focus on you're gonna focus on students that can do single target damage, like Okamo, Azusa, Shiroko, Haruna, because this is just one enemy and their defense is special, so you want to use Mystic damage dealers because they are weak against Mystic. That's it. So what about Total Assault, which is the raid of this game? Every 2 or 3 weeks, there will be one, and like I said, then the attack is normal. So fuck the kind of defense you need, but you need the right amount, the right type of attack. Like this one is special defense, so you need Mystic attack. For Total Assault, you're gonna need like 2 teams usually. If you're doing like insane, or if you are new and you're doing very hard or hardcore, you're gonna need 2 teams. But after some period, like if you see here in the ranks, after some period you're gonna use this. For this raid, we are using 2 teams, but there are some raids you're gonna use only 1 team. And there is PvP. Everybody uses meta characters. I am not going to go there, but if you go PvP, you want to focus especially on those characters. So resuming, you don't need to like, oh, I need a special character, I need this character in specific. No, you don't need this character in specific. Unless you're not doing PvP, you don't need a certain character. But there are some characters there that are very strong. Like Hibiki is a very strong character. She is a special character which goes to the back line, but she drops a whole lot of bombs on the enemy, which deals a lot of damage. Iori is another good character because she can do a lot of damage to a single enemy or 3 enemies, and she has also a splash property. Tsubaki is another strong character because she's basically the best tank in the game, being when toughness matter, like she's really tough. So just like you can see the difference between a tank and a normal character. Yori has 100 of defense and 35,000 of HP. Tsubaki has 1300 defense and 72,000 max HP. It's like, wow, so much different. Yep. And that's it. Now, if you're starting the game, what I would recommend you doing is getting Tsubaki. I think she's 3 stars. 2 stars? She's 2 stars maybe? I don't really remember because mine is already maxed out. She's 2 stars maybe? I don't know. You want her. And you want Hibiki. You want Hibiki, she's going to make your life much easier on these parts. And more characters you might want. Nonomi is gonna help you a lot doing that mission I just told you, commissions, when killing those small enemies. And she's also gonna help you a lot during normal missions. So you might want Nonomi. But the rest is basically anything you want. The meta in this game is not really that strong, so it doesn't really matter the composition you make as long as you're playing with the characters you like. Yeah. So this is it. You don't really need meta if you're not playing PvP, but you do need like 3 tanks, and you need like 3 damage dealers of each attack type. So you need 3 damage dealers, piercing, and you need 3 damage dealers mystic, and you need 3 damage dealers explosive. That's it. And you're also gonna need 2 healers, at least 2 healers, because when you're playing missions, like I was showing you, I just built that squad, so you remember. When you're playing missions, some missions you're gonna have to deploy 2 squads, so you need 2 healers to heal those 2 squads. That's it guys. It's everything you need to know. There isn't a big meta in this game. There are some stronger and some weaker characters, but as long as you're not touching or you're not focusing on being high ranked on PvP, you don't need meta. Bye.